Hello everybody and welcome back to more Persona 5 Royal. We are at part 22 and we are about to finally get rid of the Okumura arc, or at least end it. But first of all, we're just going to be killing some time doing some Confidants, so we have about 13 days left before Okumura starts having his change of heart. And Jude is not joining me today. He just still wants a bit of the Christmas break, which I personally don't blame him. He has been doing this with me since we first started all the way back in June. So yeah, as I said, perfectly understandable, and I'm sure like Nam and Oziak are also pretty busy. But yes, I hope you guys had a good Christmas as well, and let me know what things you got and how the day was. Just anything in the live chat. It probably doesn't even need to be about Christmas. Just telling me about your day, whatever is going on. And yes, since Jude isn't with me for this run, that means that it'll just be me looking at the live chat, and I will do my best to read out all of your comments, and I shall try to answer any questions as well. And hello, 21st Century Guy. Afternoon to you. It's actually like 9 o'clock in the evening over where I am. I live in the UK. But yeah, as I imagine some parts of America are in the afternoon currently. But anyway, let's go get Chihaya boosted. Not Chihaya herself per se, but let's get a fortune reading for An, because it looked like she was available, but she's just not quite ready to rank up yet. And she should be getting pretty close to getting there to max. At the very least, we're almost there to being able to romance her. And hello to Apple Pie as well. Thank you for joining in. And oh, you're in California, 21st Century Guy. Okay, that's fair enough. I get it now. That explains it. My Christmas was great, thank you. Got some cool presents. I hope your Christmas was good as well. And you all have a Happy New Year as well, because by the time we get to the next part, it'll be 2022. Hopefully, should be better than the last couple of years we've had, because yeah, it's been a depressing couple of years, and man, that still hasn't done anything for An. But let's go and hang out with her anyway. Just we get her up a little bit further.
Hey!
Yes, I know we have an unidentified target in the mall right now, but yeah, I'm not going to waste the time just yet. Let's get on it. An was just staring at the camera for a minute there. That was creepy. Let's go and hang out with her. So we should hopefully have some more places that we can go for fun. Somewhere that An hasn't been yet. That's not the book town, is it? Oh, okay, we've already been there, so that's no good. Have we already been to the park? Yes, we have. We've been to the planetarium, I'm sure. Jesus, man, we've been everywhere with An. Where haven't we been? Okay, so this is no good. Okay, I think, looks like we're just gonna have to hang out with her normally. Let's hang out with An normally. Let's have some tea. That should do it. Apple Pie says, I usually attend school in Los Angeles, but I am visiting my paternal grandfather in Dallas, Texas. Oh, that's where I used to live before I came to England all the way back in 2004. That's pretty well. At least we were near Dallas. We were in a little place called McKinney, which is not too far away from Dallas, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we haven't lived there for a very long time now. Oh no, 21st Century Guy, I'm sorry you didn't have a very good Christmas. Oh no. Yeah, unfortunately my father is currently suffering from a cold. We don't know if it is COVID just yet, but yeah, hopefully it's the same for you. That it's just a cold and nothing too serious. Hope you feel better anyway.
I get why Haru is worried, but let's just wait for the change of heart to go through.
And a Merry Christmas to you as well, Instinct. Hope you enjoyed yours. Alright, we got a crossword here. Let's go and play with that a little bit. Common skin injury. That would be sunburn. Seeing how we did go to the beach not too long ago. I say that it's been like, what, 2-3 parts ago? But yeah, in the world, and the Persona 5 universe has not been too long. I'm pretty sure it was in the same month that
nice.
We did the beach in Hawaii segments.
Nice.
And our knowledge still isn't going up. Yeah, my grandpa lives in Louisville, says Apple Pie, technically. The population of the greater Dallas area is really growing rapidly. I can imagine, yeah. It's ridiculously big, Dallas. What we got? So we got Kawakami, can't do Akechi yet until the story progresses. Let's go see Hifumi. Let's do that. And, yeah, it's just Kawakami letting us know that she's available.
Good evening.
Thank you, says 21st Century Guy. I hope your father recovers too. Hope for the best. Thank you very much. I hope you'll be okay too. Damn. Okay, so this is the point where we need pretty high knowledge to rank up Hifumi, and even then it'll be a mementos request that she'll ask from us. Hearts out to everybody suffering from the Omicron variant, says Apple Pie. So much difficulty with the virus. Indeed, yeah. Just more and more variants coming in. It's just, yeah, just cut it out. Okay, so I guess we'll go call Kawakami and get her to come in.
Master.
Yep, we got the money. Let's go and do that.
Then I'll head over.
I think we're almost around halfway through with Kawakami, but yeah, we're not going to be ready to rank her up just yet. Damn it. Instinct says, dude, I thought variants were a low-key thing. This is too far. Indeed. And Apple Pie saying, new COVID variants coming out as frequently as disappointing Persona news. Oh, yes. Yeah, you're not wrong. Although I am looking forward to the Ultimax port. That should be a lot of fun, and we said this a couple times, me and Jude, in past parts, but we are going to be doing another a round 2 video of some sorts, a round 2 stream, I should say, of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. You know, just as a means for Jude to start suplexing me over and over again, like a chump. Alright, what's the question going to be for this one?
Why don't you try?
I bet you all think that civil service is all office work, but the fishermen in Nagaragawa, I apologize if I butchered that, are actually civil servants as well, so tell me which sector they belong to. I cannot remember. Let's go for Imperial Household Agency.
This is it.
Hooray!
Very
I totally knew that. Sweet, and is my knowledge going to be able to go up? Come on, I really need to see Hifumi and max her out. Yep. I am pretty smart. Not quite there yet, but oh well, we're getting there. But in more positive news, my dude, says 21st Century Guy, how did you feel about that Arena Ultimax port announcement? Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty excited about that. It'd be nice to see it in 1080p and all that. I might be in 1080p in the PS3 and 360 versions, but I'm not sure. It should be nice anyway. It'll be nice to just have it on modern consoles and not have to boot up my PS3. Although right now it's kind of one of the few games I've got that I'm sort of coming back to the PS3 for. Instinct says, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too excited about Ultimax. I think it's a game that every Persona fan has already played. Well, yes and no, I would say. Because, like I said, it's on the 360 and PS3, which is like over a decade old now. Even though Ultimax did technically come out like in 2013, I think it was. Yeah, it's like there's probably not too many people left that have owned a PS3 or still come back to it or owned it or whatever. So I think bringing it to modern consoles is fine. You know, just as long as they don't add like ridiculously high-priced DLC or something. Like if they made Margaret and Marie, for example, like DLC still, and you had to still pay for them at the same amount, then yeah, that would be taking the piss a bit. But I expect Atlas to do that, because they can be greedy sometimes when it comes to DLC.
What do you think?
Because they did that with the Persona 4 Dancing All Night ports. Like, you still had to pay for all the DLC with the PS4 port, and that was just ridiculous. Yeah, well, we won't do mementos just yet. We're too busy here. So, yeah, let's go see Maruki then, I guess. I wasn't actually paying attention there from all the affinity reading there, and answering the questions. I didn't see if I actually chose Maruki, but oh well, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna get Maruki up pretty soon anyway, because he's getting pretty high up there, and we're gonna be getting access to the third semester soon. Well, sort of. We'll have access to the third semester, but we're not gonna be there quite just yet. Yes, there we go. He's gonna rank up next time we meet, so that's perfectly fine. 21st Century Guy says, I am happy and pissed about Ultimax. My dumbass spent money on the DLC on PS3. Yeah. It actually hasn't been too long since I paid for the DLC either. That was just for the video and also for my own personal enjoyment. And then it turned out Jude was just really good with Margaret, so, although I think she's just really broken. But, yeah. Yeah, you're right. They did say that all the DLC is going to be included. I'm pretty sure about that, too. So, yeah, that's great. But, yeah, no doubt, Atlas will probably maybe add some more DLC if they wanted to. Like, add Joker or something, give the illusion of a Persona 5 arena game by just having him there. Alright, who is available? Sojiro is ready to level up, as is Chihaya, who I think is pretty far. So, who do I... Actually, I haven't hung out with Sojiro in a while, so let's go and do that, I think. Ah, there we go. Ah, damn, so... Alright, I wasn't expecting that to happen. So yeah, we need Angelic Kindness. Oh god, that's gonna take a while. What are we at the moment? Man, Kindness is just a pain in the ass to get up. Oh, we're at 3. Okay, that's not too bad. We shouldn't be too far. I can't remember if that's max Kindness or if that's at rank 4. But we'll find out. So, yeah, we can't hang out with Sojiro, so let's go hang out with Chihaya instead, then. Hee-ho and Merry Christmas to you, T993 as well. Apologies if that was a bit of a delayed response there.
Oh.
So, right, yeah. Let's do a verification test. Yeah, I should probably actually read that because that's part of the story. Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Isn't there also 5 extra characters coming, says Instinct. I'm not sure, actually. I would like for there to be, but, you know, don't want it to be DLC, like extra DLC that you have to pay for, because they're already charging Ultimax, like, full price again, if I remember correctly, at least when it first came out. It's like £30 or something, or $30. Yeah. If they do add extra characters, that I wouldn't want them to charge extra, but they're going to. It's Atlas. Atlas do Atlas things, Path Beyond the Dark says. Yeah, that about sums it up. Oh, Atlas. I love him, but I hate him at the same time for those kinds of practices. You know, on the one hand, Royal. On the other hand, SMT Nocturne. And to a lesser extent, 5 with just charging for extra DLC. Hooray, we got our 100,000 yen back that we gave to Chihaya right at the very start of the Confidant.
What?
So we gotta be pretty far with Chihaya at this point. It's a bit of a shame, says Apple Pie. Arena Ultimax did kind of feel like one of the less widely acclaimed spin-offs. Yeah, as a video game, it's great. It's a really, really damn good fighter. It takes a little bit getting used to, in my opinion. I think I've played more simple fighters that take less time to get used to. But when you actually get used to it, it's great. And but yeah, the story modes, no, not so much. I'm not a big fan of those at all. And I doubt I'm gonna go through them again when the modern console ports come out, unless they're like trophies, in which case I gotta do it. But I'll probably just like breeze through the stories. I really don't want to read through those again. They were so boring. Just 25 hours of the same monotonous presentation style, which is weird because I like Persona 3 Portable. And I don't mind the visual novel style as much there, even though it is inferior to FES, technically. Yeah, listen to what Jahai is saying. But yeah, at least in Persona 3 Portable, they broke it up with the Tartarus sections. But Arena, you only have, like, maybe less than a minute of fighting before you have to go back to the story, and it's ridiculous. You spend more time reading than you actually do... well, not necessarily reading, but you spend more time in the visual novel style than you do actually playing the game. And hello to Boomprower. Thank you for coming. What I hate is there isn't going to be a physical release. That really sucks. This 21st Century guy. I didn't know that. That really sucks. I mean, I figured they were going to do it maybe digitally first, and then maybe a physical version would come later, but I could be wrong about that. But yeah, I would love a physical release, because I don't actually have a physical release of the PS3 one either. So it would be nice to just have one for the PS4 or something. I remember reading somewhere, says Instinct, it wouldn't surprise me, a voice clip of the announcer saying Persona 5 hero was found in the files. Probably pretty easy to put him in. It could be, but I mean, like, you gotta, like, animate him and stuff and do all the sprites, if they're keeping to that same art style again anyway. But yeah, that would be pretty cool, if we could get at least Joker in. But I'm not gonna be, you know, setting myself up for disappointment. However that line from MJ goes in No Way Home, I can't quite remember. Expect disappointment and you'll never be disappointed or something like that. I'm not a big fan of Striker, says Instinct. Maybe it's just the Switch version. Possibly. I mean, I don't know much about the Switch version. I only ever played the demo you get in Japanese accounts. But from what I played, it did seem fine. It was just a lower frame rate than the PS4 and PC versions. I think it seemed playable at least, but again, I can't quite fully comment on that. But yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame that you're not a big fan of Strikers anyway. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. It's probably my favorite of the spin-offs. Just right above Q2, which used to be my favorite one, but then Strikers came along and just completely trumped it with the story style. Just because it's only in Japan, I guess I'm moving, says Instinct as well. I would like to go to Japan at some point. No idea what I would eat there, but, you know, I'll think of something. Yep. This fate can be changed. Is that gonna work? Ah, 3 notes. That's what I like to see. An Atlas official on Twitter said they do not plan to do a physical release in America. Maybe the UK will get one, but so far no disc, says 21st Century Guy. Well, that sucks for the US. I'm surprised they would be nice to the UK if that is the case. Because we usually get, we usually get pretty screwed over with that stuff. Okay, what are we at with Chihaya? Rake 9. We are very, very close.
All right.
I'm surprised she's the second confidant we're going to be maxing out after Ryuji in this case. Not On or any of the other Phantom Thieves, but Chihaya for some reason. But, oh well. That's just crosses one off the list. Yeah, here we go. This is our chance to romance her, but unfortunately she did not win the poll that we did ages ago. So we're gonna have to reject her offer here.
But
Sorry to any Chihaya fans. But she's almost maxed out
Until
anyway.
next time.
The Switch version is fine. It's just the PS4 version is better, says Chris Romero. Yeah, that sounds about right. And hello to you as well, Chris. Planning on it. That seems like the only logical answer to go for. How are they so out of touch with the West? It's baffling, says Path Beyond the Dark. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just look at the release dates for Strikers and Royal in Japan compared to the US and Europe. It was crazy. Just that was the worst wait I think I've ever had for a game. Or at least one of. Just waiting for Royal to come out after Japan gets it first. It was ridiculous. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of Hyrule Warriors either, says Instinct. The antagonist of the first part doesn't seem way too evil, and seems like Atlas gave Switch gamers a Persona game for Switch. Yeah, I mean, Atlas was a pain in the ass, don't get me wrong, but yeah, she didn't leave quite as much of an impact as Kamoshida did. Which I know, like, the Monarchs are not necessarily meant to be bad guys, as, yeah, some people in the comments for my review like to point out as well. But, yeah, it's like, I don't know. Alice didn't seem like she was, like super duper evil as a first antagonist. It wouldn't really be until later on in the game where we would get more legitimate threats. I mean, you guys got a physical copy of JoJo Eyes of Heaven, says 21st Century Guy. I wouldn't completely write them off. Yeah, pretty much. So, Maruki's ready. Yusuke and An are ready, but although not ready to rank up. I'm guessing that's who I've got messages from. Yep. Okay, so first of all, let's go see Chihaya yet again. See if we can get An to finally get herself ready to go up.
Oh.
Let's do an affinity reading.
What shall we do?
Yep, An, that's what we want. And Yusuke's getting pretty high too, and confidant-wise as well.
Here we go.
Alright, is that gonna do it?
What do you think?
Really? Man, she's stubborn. Come on. Alright, we'll go see Maruki then. Let's go to the practice building. We got 11 more days till Okumura has his change of heart. Yep, let's go.
Oh, sounds great.
Sweet.
Thank you.
I personally found the combat to be its worst feature, so I get that, but I know many like the combat for Strikers, says Path Beyond the Dark. Oh, that's surprising. I think in terms of Warriors games, this were probably one of the most fluid, but... yeah, definitely probably the best of the Warriors games. Combat would, at least for the crossover titles, would be Fire Emblem Warriors, just because of how fast it is, which I'm sure Jude will tell you a lot about. In fact, he has done in when we were when Oziak came on, and oh, let's do that maybe. Is that gonna do it? Oh well, we got him happy anyway. But yeah, when we had Oziak on, they talked about Warriors games a lot. Right, so Instinct says, I think that's the best part of the original is the strategy, story, music, and the characters. Yeah, that's perfectly fine, but I don't know. I would argue those are like, these are... Persona 5 and Strikers are like two completely different games. You know, one's a turn-based RPG / social simulator, and the other's a Muso game, basically. So there's going to be... which granted, there is a lot of story in Strikers. But combat seems to be the center focus of that, as opposed to Persona 5, where it's the story. Because, you know, as good as the turn-based RPG combat is, you need a good story to go along with it, I would argue. Because otherwise you'll just be doing the same thing over and over again.
Okay, let's go.
So I don't know. I see both pros and cons to it, but yeah, I get your point anyway, Instinct. 21st Century Guy says, funny thing about my Japanese physical copy of Royal, I managed to get it cheaper that what the website was asking for. They were asking $29.99 plus shipping. I managed to swipe it for 25 straights. Wow. Lucky you. I would have liked to have gotten the Japanese version, but I don't speak a lick of it, unfortunately. Apart from Nani, that's about it. And maybe a couple other words that I can't think of off the top of my head. I only have Yakuza games as reference and some anime. That's about... those are the only sources I have for speaking Japanese. Also, I think introducing a new character to the entire story in the first hour seems a bit much. When I think of the Phantom Thieves, I don't think of Sophia, says Instinct. I like Sophia, she's cool. But yeah, you do you, man. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, I think given that the Phantom Thieves have already been established at that point in the story, introducing Sophia that early on wasn't that big of an issue. Likewise with Zenkichi, even though we know about him pretty early on, we don't actually learn about his life until a bit later in the game. So I think the pacing was okay with that, personally. There we go, so Mark is going to be ready to rank up next time. And my god, that is some very bloody steak. This is one of the few Confidant characters that actually do get a portrait as well, but this guy doesn't really appear much either throughout the Confidant or the story. Much like Mika in On's Confidant, it's just a bit weird. I don't know why these particular characters get special portraits when a lot of the others don't, like Shinya's mother or something. The Monarchs don't peak as high as Kamoshida, says Chris Romero, or Third Semester Villain in this game, but they're more consistently good compared to most of the Palace Rulers. Yeah, it's basically what we were saying earlier. Yeah, the Monarchs aren't meant to be quite as evil as the Palace Rulers, but yeah, I think I kind of prefer how just scummy the villains are in this game as opposed to Strikers. Even though I do sympathize with a lot of the Monarchs and Strikers, I think from a storytelling perspective, and just maybe establishing the characters more, especially the Phantom Thieves, you kind of want to go for that sort of cartoon over-the-top villainry. But, it could just be in Strikers that, we've already established the Phantom Thieves, we don't need to do it anymore, so let's make the Monarchs a little more sympathetic and focus on them for a little bit, So, I kind of see both pros and cons to that. Sophia is okay in my opinion, says Path Beyond the Dark. Don't hate or particularly like her, she is just a bit too generic. To an extent, I can see what you mean. But, yeah, I think she's absolutely fine. But yeah, I get it. She can maybe be just a little too innocent. But yeah, I don't think that's a problem, personally. And you do like Zenkichi. Well, yeah, it's hard not to like Zenkichi. That's good. I applied to do a music production internship at PlayStation USA, says Apple Pie, and the application asks, what was the most recent game you played? What about the music stuck with you? I talked about how Shoji Meguro's mix of acid jazz, pop, and rock in P5 Royal was just mesmerizing. Well, first of all, good luck with the internship, and hope you do get in. But yeah, that's a perfectly good answer there, I would say. Yeah, Shoji Meguro, that man knows his music, especially when it comes to SMT and Persona. Such a wide range, too. It's a very talented man. I got the Phantom Thieves edition for Christmas. It is so cool, says Chattersly. Yeah, I know, it's great, isn't it? I'm surprised you could still get the Phantom Thieves edition, though. They sold out pretty quickly before Royal came out. I'm guessing, did you have to get a reseller? Get a resell on that, rather? Or did they happen to just bring some back in stock? Let's celebrate. Oops. 21st Century Guy says, I still need to finish Strikers. I think I am near the end of the story, but my job took over my time. Same with No More Heroes 3 and Far Cry 6. Yeah, No More Heroes 3 takes quite a bit of time to beat. It's probably the longest of the No More Heroes games, but yeah, it's still not a terribly long game overall. It's like 14, 15 hours, I think. Far Cry 6 can't comment on. It looks fine. But yeah, I haven't played Far Cry since the first one. Came out years ago. But it looks quite cool. Instinct says, they made the characters in Strikers based way too much on comedy. Sophia could have been like Aigis from Persona 3, but it's more of a Koromaru type thing. A funny, non-human person. Yeah, to an extent, I can kind of agree with that. Like, Yusuke and Futaba, they really dumbed down their characters. Like, Futaba brought out the nerdy quips even more so than she usually did in Persona 5, which got really, really old. And normally I like Futaba in Persona 5 and Royal, but yeah, Strikers, they did it way too much. Yeah, likewise with Yusuke. Yusuke was a little bit better, granted, especially when it came to Namatame, the second monarch. He had some really good moments. But, yeah, it was mainly just either him being hungry or just talking about art all the time. But I think apart from them, the rest of the characters were okay. It was just those two that got the worst of it, I think.
Well,
And, you know, as we were saying earlier, arguably Sophia, but, you know, I wouldn't say so. Oh, and you also included Joe Isaishi's work in Ni no Kuni, Left Me Breathless, says Apple Pie. I haven't played much of Ni no Kuni, but I did quite enjoy the music, some of the music in it. It is pretty damn grand. I will give you that. And that was for Ultimax, the question you made, 21st Century Guy made earlier, regarding buying the Japanese version. Sorry about that. And Boom Prower says, can't wait to play Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story on the 3DS. That was a really good game. I played it on the original DS. Don't have the 3DS version. Not quite yet, because I don't really see much point in it. Seems to be pretty much the same game, just, yeah, not with graphics that, to be honest, I think the original DS version was kind of better in that respect. It looked... it was just a much better art style than what the 3DS version did, I think. But I hope you enjoy it anyway. It's definitely the best of the Mario and Luigi series, in my opinion. At the very least, in terms of flanderization, Atlas is going in the right direction, even if not there, says Pat. Yeah, it says Path Beyond the Dark. Yeah, that's fair enough. And Zenkichi is greater than Sophia, says Chris. Yep. I mean, I would say they're about on par with each other, but yeah, that's perfectly fine. You do you. Instinct says, when I think Persona 5, I'm going to think of Royal and not the dancing games and not Strikers. Yeah, that's fair enough.
all right.
Probably best you just put the dancing games aside. There's practically no story there. And yeah, Strikers. I don't know. I would say that's, yeah, I would put that together personally, even if it isn't or isn't canon.
Be careful, okay?
People say that the goofy villains makes Persona 5 story shallow. Do you agree? No, I don't agree with that at all. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, if anything, it helps establish the Phantom Thieves quite well as characters and as, you know, a team, as friends. You sort of need the cartoonishly over-the-top bad guys. Yes, they may not be as fully depth as villains probably should be, but as we're going to see in the third semester, that's going to completely change. But yeah, as I said, we think we kind of need that. We need to hate the bad guys. We don't need to sympathize with them. Yeah, he's a good friend. Let's go with that. So, rank 8s with Maruki, we're getting there. I can't remember if we're at that point yet in the story, where if we're at that point yet where we need to wait until the story continues to rank up Maruki's Confidant, or if we need to do one more. I'm pretty sure we need to get him to rank 9 before rank 10 comes through story reasons, but we'll see. Hello, Birdman, and yeah, Jude's not here just because he wants the break. As I was saying at the start of the stream, yeah, he's been doing this with me since, like, we started this whole Let's Play in June, and not to mention we also did SMT 5, the first impression stream, amongst a couple other things, I think, like SMT Nocturne and the test streams and all that. So he wants the break, and I don't blame him at all. It has been a long time. And likewise, Nam and Oziak are not with today, but that's okay, because I'm doing Confidants anyway, so not necessary to have absolutely everybody, so that's perfectly fine. Okay, there's another request from Mishima. Oh, no, it's not a request from Mishima. He's wanting to rank up, but we'll come back to him in a second. So, yeah, Mishima is ready. Oya's not quite ready. So we'll go see Mishima. Actually, let's respond to the text message so that way I'm not spending a dime on travel. Okay, here we go.
Come on, let's get going. Sorry.
We're getting pretty close to maxing out Mishima, too. Before any of the Phantom Thieves, apart from Ryuji. Path Beyond the Dark says, I mean, when people like Activision CEO exist, are the P5 villains that much of an exaggeration? Indeed. Or just EA as a company in general. I mean, let's be honest. They could pretty much be a Persona 5 villain. They're that shady. Ryuji talked about ramen in every city he visited. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I guess that does sort of dumb him down a little bit, but he did have one moment in the 4th dungeon which sort of redeemed it a bit, so I don't know. I would say he wasn't quite as dumbed down as someone like Futaba in Strikers anyway. Chester Sly says, I had to download the exclusive theme using my broken PS4 controller. It was hard. Oh, man. I feel for you, man. I feel like Shido should have been fleshed out more, also says Chris. At least have us understand where his mindset spawned from. Well, yeah. We were supposed to get that in Royal with the Will See conversations, but they cut that out. These were like little flashbacks you would get every time you collected the Will Seeds in case you don't know about it. But yeah, they got rid of him. But personally, I think that's sort of the better. We don't, like I said, we don't really need to sympathize with the villains apart from the 3rd semester one. But I won't go into spoilers because we're a long way from that yet. We still got like 4 palaces, or 3 palaces rather, before we're there. I'm not leaving. Okay, there we go. Birdman says he's playing Persona 4 Golden at the moment. I kind of realized something. How many of the P4 cast swear? Depends what you count as swearing, I guess. But yeah, they do mildly swear, like Yosuke says damn and bastard a lot. And Kanji, yeah, he's usually got quite a potty mouth. But never says the S word or F word or whatever. Although he did drop an F-bomb in the anime. But, you know, that's not the game. That came completely out of nowhere in the anime, but yeah, I'm surprised. Hope you're enjoying Persona 4 anyway. It's a great game. Chastosly says his battery was turning on and off and it made it difficult in regards to his controller. Ah, I could see that happening. No charger cable by you? Yeah, believe in yourself, man. Go for it.
What the hell?
I'd say On, Yusuke, and Haru were elevated in Strikers, says Chris. Yeah, I would say so as well. Maybe not so much An, because apart from her moment with Alice, as far as I remember, nothing that much happened with her. But Yusuke and Haru, absolutely. Haru especially, she really got improved since Strikers. Now that I think of it, only 2 people actually swear at all, says Birdman. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Yosuke was one of them, and probably Kanji too. That might be the only 2. But yeah, if you know of any others, yeah, definitely let me know. Go on out of here. Not gonna lie, P5 is style over substance. That is true, but not really, because that's part of the Phantom Thieves theme, says Chaster Sly. I would disagree with that. I think the style just helps the gameplay, and there is a lot of substance to the story, but that's just you. As long as, you know, you're not making a 5-hour video and just creating a bunch of nitpicks. That's fine.
That's right.
Hey, where are we at with Mishima? Rank 8, getting pretty close. A couple more ranks left and we're done. But we should get some pretty good XP for when we go back to palaces and mementos and all that.
Sorry.
I think sympathizing would have hurt the impact of the 3rd semester, says Path Beyond the Dark. But I also feel it doesn't work since the Phantom Thieves themselves have no sympathy for them. Yeah, I would say so as well.
Oh.
I would definitely agree. But yeah, I think the villainry in
Well, see you later.
Persona 5/Royal is fine, but the 3rd semester just... I think that's partly why the 3rd semester gets such a good reputation, because it just sort of, like, makes a 180 in regards to its themes and making you think a bit. But like I said, I'm not gonna spoil that. Not quite yet. We'll wait till we get there. Yep, you got this. Okay, almost there. Yeah, and Path Beyond the Dark goes further with this point, saying it's the Phantom Thief story, their perspective. Yeah, absolutely. Birdman says, I meant don't swear. Ah, I get you.
Shucks.
Yeah, I guess they don't kind of swear. I mean, technically you doesn't, but I mean, unless he's secretly muttering under his breath or something. But yeah, they really don't. Even Yukiko, surprisingly, but or I suppose technically her shadow version did swear a bit, but not Yukiko herself, I think. I could say the same for Makoto for her impact in Strikers, says Chris, in regards to the characters being elevated. Yeah, I would say in some ways I think she was maybe just a little too strict. Like, I know that was her part of her character in Persona 5, but she really hammered the other thieves for, like, doing their homework and stuff, which I know is, like, really important in Japan, but, like, you know, at the same time, it's summer vacation. Come on, loosen up a bit. But they did make up for it with a particular scene with Zenkichi's daughter, which I thought was really, really good, and that's probably one of not only Makoto's moments, but one of the best moments in Persona 5. Okay. What are your thoughts on Svit's style over substance video, asks Apple Pie? Not a fan, personally. I don't agree with a lot he says, but I'm not gonna talk about Svit himself. I don't really know the dude. He could be a nice guy, who knows? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that particular video, unfortunately. I think he nitpicked a lot and just made the game sound worse than it really is. I mean, if you don't like Persona 5, then that's fine. It's okay, but, you know, you gotta have legitimate points about it, not, you know, nitpick a lot, or, in a way, just straight out take the scenes out of context. Manga Common pretty much goes through it all with his videos, so go check those out instead. But I have seen other videos by Spit and which were marginally better. So I think that was just a dud of his. So Haru had a text, but I'm just gonna quickly see who's available apart from Maruki and Shinya, and it looks like it's just those two, at least for now. Is Haru available? No, she just wants to know about the Mementos quest. Good God, people. Right, Maruki's available, but I'm just gonna quickly, let's make a save first. And I'm gonna make another save here, just because I want to get the original ending for the Thieves' Den, which I actually don't have. That's probably one of the few things I don't have left in the Thieves' Den. So I'll go through this game again, or at least from this point onwards, so that I don't have to play the game again, work my way up to the Okumura arc and all that. But we're almost done. Let's go and rank up Maruki again.
Thank you. You see...
Path Beyond the Dark says, third semester does imply there should be sympathy for everyone regardless of their actions or motives, but more on that when it comes. Yeah, indeed. That's pretty much part of the message there. How many P5 critique videos do you watch on a regular basis, says Chris. Not much, because, you know, I already know what I think of the game, so I don't really need to watch too many other people talk about it, because it's been talked about to death on the internet. Unless it's someone like, you know, Nam's Compendium, or who, you know, I've had on the channel before and stuff like that. I don't really tend to bother that much. And likewise, I'm sure some people haven't really seen my critique on Persona 5 Royal. But that's okay. Because, yeah, Persona 5 is kind of one of those games you sort of need to go in blind a bit. But, yeah, that's just what I think anyway. I feel like sympathizing with the third semester villain is meant for the players to pick up on rather than the thieves, says Chris Romero. I would say it's both. Yeah, it sort of affects both the Phantom Thieves and the players, because you sort of have to think about, you know, the message it's trying to convey. But again, which we won't say anymore. We're not quite there yet. We still got a few palaces left before we're there. Svit's videos is one of the worst videos I've ever seen on YouTube, says Chris. Honestly, I've probably seen worse, but yeah, that's not great. Only you and Teddy don't swear, says Birdman. Well, I'm not sure about you, but definitely not Teddy. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think now whether you maybe swore in the spin-offs to the anime, but I don't think he did.
Why?
Chattersly says, I love Persona 5, but I can't just love P5. Only I love every other game because it makes me feel open-minded. Yeah, that's fair enough. Like I said, you don't have to love Persona 5 or even like it. But yeah, just as long as you respect other people liking it, then that's fine. You know, likewise, if you really love Persona 5 and someone doesn't like it, then you have to respect their decisions too, unless it's Spit, in which case he's wrong. Apple Pie says a list exists, a list exists criticizing Spit's video. It is so funny. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that. I've only ever seen Manga Common's take on that. Chris says, Svit's video was more like, I only see style because I can't understand the substance. Yeah, and he had some issues with the gameplay too, which was just not true. Like, he was like level 60 or somewhere in like the 80s or 90s when it came to Shido's palace, which is like, you're way over level, dude. It's been 4 years and people are still making videos on saying that her character arc is ruined by fan service, but I heavily disagree, says Chris. To an extent, there is a lot of fan service for her, but yeah, I don't think that ruins her character at all. She's still one of my personal favorite Phantom Thieves, even if, you know, Makoto is my #1 gal. But I really like An, and I think she gets too much crap for saying that she only got a lot of character development during the Kamoshida arc, which I don't agree with. Alright, so we're ready to, Maruki's ready to rank up next time. But that's going to be story-based. We've basically done it now. We've ranked up Maruki to max. It's just waiting for it to continue in the story. But you still got to make sure that you talk to him when he's ready. Because I'm not sure if it'll actually continue otherwise during the story. You just need to talk to him one more time after we finish up here, and then you should get rank 10 automatically through a certain point in the story. And you normally have to do this before sometime in November, probably mid-November.
Right.
But we've done it pretty early. We've done it like a month early, so we're all good. We're fine.
Sorry.
All right.
It's so hard not to talk about the third semester, says Pappy on the Dark. It is. It really is, but yeah, we need to save it for there.
Well, see you.
We'll have one big discussion when we get to that point.
You're back.
Hey,
Okay, so oh yeah, I forgot I bought the broken laptop. Might be some other stuff too that I bought. So Kawakami's ready, or not quite. So Kawakami's ready to hang out, I should say. Akechi's not ready. I guess it's just Kawakami then, or Hawaii, I guess. But I'm probably not quite ready yet. I don't have the right guts. Or I could just hang out with the twins. It has been a while, but yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll do that if Kawakami's not
what
looking
shall we do?
to level up next time. So let's go to Kawakami.
Here we go.
Right. I am Yosuke, and Yosuke is Kanji Chie. She does it when Yukiko is kidnapped. Rise does when Retracted happens, and Naoto and Yukiko have their shadows swear, which is kind of a stretch, but still, says Birdman. Yep, I think that about sums it up greatly. Alright, so Kawakami is ready, so let's go back to Cafe LeBlanc and go speak to her so we can get her up. Where are we actually at with Kawakami? I'm not sure. Let's see. Rank 3. Wow, we're really far behind. So gain free time in other teachers' classes with Kawakami's help. So we need to be at rank 5 for that.
Oh.
Alright, let's go see her then.
Master!
Yep.
Hey,
So let's get her over.
thank you so much! Hey!
I actually like Persona 4 more than 5, but just by a little bit, says 21st Century Guy. Yeah, it's a really, really good game. I think just some bits of it do sort of let it down a little bit, but that's partly due to age, and just partly due to like certain moments that and certain parts of the gameplay that sort of feel a bit PS2-ish, if that makes any sense. Yeah, there we go. Ah, damn it. I screwed up. I'd say vice versa, says Birdman. That's fair enough. Probably because it's the first one I played. Yeah, I would say so as well, because Persona 5 is partly because it's the first one I played as well, but there are other reasons that I prefer Persona 5 to 4 anyway.
Master?
Chastro Slice says, people on the internet are disgusting. Drawing Kasumi really offends me. In what way? I haven't actually looked at too much Kasumi art, but I'm guessing it's not safe for work. A lot of the art that you're discussing. Yeah. All right, cool. And she'll rank up next time we see her. That's good. Johan Yarnstrom says, hey all, don't have any new Persona news to talk about. Yeah, well, apart from, yeah, Ultimax, I guess not. But yeah, it has been Christmas, so. In a bad way, says Chad's just like, yeah, I can understand that, but like I said, I don't tend to, like, physically search for, like, not safe for work stuff. Couldn't really comment on that, but yeah, I think a lot of the Kasumi artwork I have seen that was safe for work is pretty cool. Chris Romero says people say that the Kamoshida arc is the most relatable one in the game.
Sorry.
What about the third semester? Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with that. I would say that the first one is just as important as the third semester arc. If not, the third semester arc is maybe just a bit more relatable, especially with the way it makes you think.
All right.
But yeah, more on that when we get there. And shady commodities, says Berman. Yeah, that about sums up the Kasumi stuff. Oh yeah, and Johan corrected himself, saying, no, PQ and PQ2 are on sale for the 3DS eShop until January 1st. Sorry, the January 5th, that's what I meant. But yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I saw like a lot of the SMT and Megaten games in general are on sale in the US anyway, not where I am, and I've been looking at sales for SMT games for quite a number of months now, and I'm not having any luck. They just put Devil Survivor 2 and Soul Hackers again, which seems to be the one they like putting on sale the most. So that's not fair. I've already got those games. I want the other ones like SMT4 and Strange Journey. I want to actually play other SMT games and review them. But I don't want to pay full price for 3DS games. And I also don't want to pay a premium for physical copies. So come on, give me the sales. What is and is not relatable is based on personal experiences. Path Beyond the Dark. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, and that's probably the other reason why I would say these the villains in this game need to be sort of cartoonishly over the top, because that sort of makes the situations a little more relatable. I would say in most instances, especially with ones like Kamoshida and Madarame. So who's available? Makoto's not quite available. We need to have max charm for her still, so we can't max her out. Where was Shinjuku? There it was. So let's see if we can get Yusuke boosted up a little bit with Chihaya.
Oh.
If not, then no problem. We'll just, because he seems to be the only one that we can actually hang out with anyway. Yeah, let's go give that to Yusuke.
Here we go.
Have you ever been close to dropping P5 because of all the criticism thrown towards it, says Chris Romero? No, never. I just ignore those. Or just, like, you know, just flat out disagree with some of the critiques going on with it. I mean, of course, there are some things wrong with Persona 5 and Royal as well. but the good outweighs the bad, in my opinion, and I love this game far too much to just simply put it down like that because somebody on the internet didn't like it.
Indeed.
Alright, yep. Let's go. 21st Century Guy says, Persona 4 has aged for sure, but hot damn if the story and characters don't make for that, to make up for that. Yeah, definitely. They're probably my second favorite group out of the Persona games. This is the thing, though. The only thing that sort of ruins it for a little bit, but not too much, is the the phrasing and homophobia of the time. You know, this is a very 2008 game where like homophobia wasn't was a little worse back then. Like Yosuke in particular just making fun of Kanji, or just, you know,
To tell the truth,
making it seem like Kanji's a freak for possibly liking dudes. You know, that's not aged well at all. And the less I say about the reactions towards the cross-dressing pageant, the better. Oops, sorry, Yusuke, I cut you out a bit. I seem to be doing that a lot tonight. Chris says, I feel like we can all relate to the idea that life is painful rather than I once knew a creepy gym teacher. Well, I mean, just, you know, I suppose both could be applied in that sense. But, I've not had that happen to me, so I couldn't really say. T993 says, part of P4 that puts me off replaying it is parts where you have to wait around for the right person to talk to for getting to the next dungeon. Oh my god, that is the worst part of the game. I really hate that. It wastes so much time. And I can't believe you have to do that for like 5 of the dungeons. I'm just glad that they ditched it like towards the last few dungeons, because my god, that was tedious, just having to keep running around everywhere, talking to every NPC available, and just hoping that it's the right one you needed. Oh dear. Path Beyond the Dark says, someone who has been harassed or bullied could relate more to it than to what the third semester explores. I personally do relate more to the third semester, but it's based on who I am and the fact I have not been harassed. Yeah. Again, I would say both sort of applies, but yeah, as you said, depends on what kind of life experience you've had. I'm not really sure what I would say was more important, but I think I would say maybe the third semester just slightly. But yeah, as you say, it is all based on personal preference and just experience in general. And hello to Robin Battles. Hello. Welcome. And he says, I went a little crazy on the Atlas 3DS sales. Or she, sorry. I beg your pardon if I got it wrong. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the SMT games. I was just saying that I did not get a chance to actually get any SMT games, at least no ones I've already got, because the UK and Europe have not been given proper sales, and it sucks. Have you played Nier Automata? Says Chatter's like, I have indeed. I've actually reviewed it a few years ago, if you want to go check that out. Wink, wink.
No way, man.
I need to actually get to Nier Replicant at some point, too. There are quite a few Platinum games I need to go through. Like, for instance, I just got Astral Chain for Christmas, which is a Platinum open-world RPG, similar to Nier Automata, as far as I'm aware. I haven't actually played it yet, but yeah, I've been wanting to try that out for a long while. Uh, 21st Century Guy says, oh, speaking of Atlas games, apparently the Persona PSP bundle that you mentioned in your video was only available in the UK and not in the US, was it? Wow. That sucks. It's probably not there anymore now that PS3 stores are a little more limited. Oh my god. I apologize for getting that wrong. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yep.
Alright, where are we at with Yusuke anyway, in terms of his confidant?
You think?
By the way, I'm at the part of P4G where Omen plays. Omen plays. Which part was that? Unfortunately, can't quite remember. But I hope you're enjoying it anyway. Chris Amaro says, imagine your waifu wanting to max level charm from you. This post has been made by the on level 2 kindness gang. Indeed. I mean, I'm pretty charming enough as is. I went like level 3, I think, so I would have thought that'd be enough to please some idiot teenage girl and her idiot boyfriend. So,
I see.
Yosuke's homophobia is not as bad as people say it is. It's on par with calling Ryuji a pervert, which is hardly at all. I don't know. I don't think I would quite agree with that, personally. But yeah, they're both not absolutely great in that sense, I would say.
So that's what you mean.
Whoa!
I think Yosuke is just a little bit harsher to Kanji, personally, in regards to the homophobia. 21st Century Guy says, oh yeah, that's definitely a yeah, I can tell when this game came out moment, but I look past it. Still ironic since Yosuke was gonna fall in love with you until it was cut. Yeah, that sounds like Atlas alright. Just, we can't have same-sex marriage or anything, or sexuality or whatever.
Yeah.
Hopefully someday we will, but yeah, probably not gonna happen anytime soon. Fire Emblem's done it. We may as well let Persona do it too. Alright, whereabouts are we with Yusuke? Alright, Endure. Rank 8s. Everybody's at rank 8s, or a good chunk of them are. But we haven't actually maxed out a whole lot. What's so symbolic about the stacked TVs? Asked Chatster Sly. I'm not actually sure. That's a good question, but I'm sure there is some symbolism behind it, but I'm not clever enough to think of it. If anybody knows, do let me know.
Come on.
No!
Near Replicant version 1.2247. What the hell is this name? Yeah, I know. It's silly. I get why they did it, but yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful to read out. Robin Battles says, I got SMT4 in Apocalypse, PQ, and PQ2, then both Devil Survivors. Lucky bastard. I wish I could have some of those games. And Enko, hello, says they picked up both Devil Survivor games and PQ2 on sale yesterday. Eventually, I got around to playing them after being at SMT5. Yeah, I kind of need something to play after doing SMT5 Mega 10 wise. Okay, so Futaba wants to go see a movie, but I'm sure that'll probably rank up some social stats, but I mean, we got a lot of confidants here that we want to do. So yeah, you know what, may as well go see Futaba because we got time, but did I do Chihaya already in terms of the affinity readings? I'll need to go check. But yeah, we'll go hang out with Futaba in a moment. Let's do a fortune reading.
What shall we do?
We did. Okay, never mind. Let's go then. Futaba. And Yoshida will have to wait. Path Beyond the Dark says, I don't think Atlas is evil, just poor decision making. Yeah, like I said earlier, I love him. I both love him and hate him at the same time.
To go back to the future.
It's a shame I talked over that. I'm sorry about that. Because the movies are usually pretty funny. Oh, I mean, it was a good thing we did go. We got quite a lot, but what do we get for that? Knowledge. Good, good. We need that for Hifumi. Yep.
Yeah, huh?
Yay, great. We got affinity points for Futaba, who we haven't even started or confidant yet, because our kindness is too low. Well, the 3 is pretty darn good. We should have been able to level her up a bit by now. Unless I have already, I can't remember. When the fog is in town, that creepy
Excuse
music
me,
is playing.
But
Oh dear,
please
yeah.
repeat that?
That music can be pretty creepy.
But at the rate that
I love doing it for any given situation though. Like whenever I want to make something over dramatic, or if there actually is fog going on in our home, then yeah, we usually play the do 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 do
I've been told that her results at the latest meets were quite
can be pretty
laudable.
funny.
Isn't revoking her status as an honor student a bit of an overreaction on the school's part?
I understand how you feel, but, well, 3rd place doesn't really cut it in this case. She needs to obtain
Douchebag.
1st place results for her exceptional status to be worthwhile. Don't get me wrong here. Personally, I think her results are impressive, but I suppose the argument could be made that if she's going to represent...
This is the thing I don't really like when people say that Kasumi is like some sort of Mary Sue character.
This is necessary.
When she's being flat out told she's not perfect, and that like this is putting a lot of pressure on her and all that. I really don't get that.
Another meet's coming soon. Please try for the results the school wants
That's
to
kind of the
see.
whole point of her character. She's not perfect, but she's trying her hardest.
Will only be to her detriment.
Oh, that wasn't at all my intention. I just wanted to give her a little encouragement. Dr.
Ryuji is a true bro, says Chris Romero. Yeah, indeed.
And providing support to
Yosuke can be too in Persona 4.
This meeting was merely meant
in a
to
different way.
express how the entire faculty will be supporting her. That's the reason I had you sit in today, Dr. Maruki.
Supporting her.
Chancellor says Activision has got to be the most laziest company by far. They don't care about Call of Duty at all anymore. I gave up on Call of Duty a long while ago, but I can see that totally being the case. Yeah.
Well, I suppose we should wrap up here.
Robin Battle says I also got Strange Journey, so 7 games in total. Good lord.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's plenty of Megaten to sink your teeth
What's
into.
wrong with Yoshizawa? Didn't she seem off to you?
Ryuji is the best boy, no contest here, says 21st Century Guy. Yeah.
Oh, it's Yoshizawa.
Akechi or
was
Yusuke would be my best boy, but yeah. Ryuji is a good choice too.
Shoot, she's gone. Let's return it after school. We should at least send her a text so she knows where it is. Maybe I left it in here.
How did Yoshizawa-san handle the news?
She seemed pretty downcast. I think it was quite the shock to her.
I truly hope this is what finally drives her to succeed.
21st Century Guy says, I went on an SMT buying spree earlier in the year. I picked up Catherine on PS3 and PC, managed to snag PQ2 for $50, and SMT 3 Remaster on PS4 for $20. Hoping to pick up more games at a con I'm going to. I hope you enjoy the con, first of all, but yeah, again, lucky bastard there.
We aren't running a charity. If she's
Hope you enjoy the
receiving
games.
special treatment, she
But
needs to
those are some good ones.
results. Praising her until her head swells.
It's the day and Caesar time, says Chris Romero and Path Beyond the Dark. Yes, we are just about to be going to see a glimpse of the new palace at its Royal in a moment.
Not only have we lost one of them, but the other one's not doing us any good. Talk about a waste of effort.
They're calling her calling Kasumi a Mary Sue, says 21st Century Guy. She ain't Marie, indeed.
First, Kamoshida. Now the principal's death. We've got our backs to the wall here.
Oh,
If this school doesn't bounce back soon,
hope your cat's enjoying themselves, Birdman, as well.
that'll be all. Thanks, you.
Chris says maybe it's more like Kasumi's issues are told rather than shown. I don't still though. Even if it was told or shown, I wouldn't see how that equates to her being a Mary Sue type character. And yeah, it's Path Beyond the Dark and Birdman. Yeah, it's not one of the more common criticisms, but I have seen people say she is a Mary Sue type character before. Yeah, and it's absolute nonsense in my opinion. I don't agree with that at all. 21st Century Guy says people are huffing paint if they're calling Kasumi a Mary Sue. And yeah, Birdman says she'd be happy. Yeah, indeed. They seem to think that anybody being happy or just seemingly perfect means that that's a Mary Sue type character, but yeah, no, it's not. As we just saw, like, you know, Kasumi can make mistakes but she uses that positive energy of hers to, like, sort of, like, hide away the internal pain. Anyway, if we use 3 watermelons in the sun to visualize a certain matter size against the universes, what are the melons? I guess that would be moons? No, damn it.
I was wrong about you.
I'm guessing, was it stars? Damn it, son of a bitch. It was stars. Ah, balls. Oh well, maybe next time. Yeah, shut up. Your cat was happy. Sorry. T993 says, I wouldn't say she is a Mary Sue, but kind of gives the look of one if you didn't do her confidant. I don't know, even as we just saw that, you know, this is part of the story. This isn't even part of her confidant. Yeah, so you can see that she isn't a Mary Sue type character even then. It's just kind of a ridiculous argument, I would say.
In front of the stadium, where we met before.
She's at the stadium?
Senpai, sorry, I can't hear you.
I guess her signal cut out. I couldn't hear everything, but it seems like she's at the stadium. She seemed to be acting unusually this morning, too. Do you think something happened? Me too. When we met her there last time, she did mention that she goes there when she's depressed. Well, let's see how she's doing when we drop off her good luck charm. To Odaiba, right?
Path Beyond the Dark says, even then, she is literally being punished for not being perfect in story stuff. It's the opposite of a Mary Sue. Indeed, yeah, exactly. She just got punished there, and she'll get... I can't remember if she gets punished later, but yeah, I'm pretty sure she did get punished when Ryuji, Joker, and Yusuke went to that little festival. Like, she didn't make first place in a particular competition, so she's not perfect. She's not getting first place trophies and medals all the time.
Totally lost. I don't recognize any of these places. What's that building even supposed to be, anyway?
Robin Battle says Kasumi is my favorite, and I never got Mary Sue vibes from her. Yes, yeah, I love Kasumi because of her positive energy, even though there's just shit going on with her life. That's great. I like that. And she's my second favorite.
It's not allowed.
My second favorite girl, anyway, in the game. Or waifu, whichever.
Beginning navigation.
T993 says, guess that makes Kasumi a youth's ram, Mary Sue and backwards. And there it is. There's the new palace added to Persona 5 Royal. If you max out Kasumi's, Maruki's, and Akechi's confidant. And for the love of God, people, do not spoil who the ruler is. I cannot stress that enough. Do not spoil. We will get there eventually, but please do not spoil for anybody looking into this game for the first time.
Never activated the nav. Wait, do you think it was Yoshizawa? It's a possibility.
And Path Beyond the Dark says, Kasumi is talented, not perfect. Her sister was closer to perfect. She has been mentioned, so I think that's fine to say. Yeah, she did mention that she had a sister, so that's perfectly fine. Yeah, just nothing else about it. Kasumi just has drive, says Robin Battles.
Let's go.
And this is one of my absolute favorite palace themes in the entire game. It's called Gentle Madman, which, if you know who the ruler is, it makes a lot of sense, and I absolutely love it. So I'm just gonna change an S&T attire if I can remember which one it is. I don't actually know. Let's see. Is that it there? Kurokozaka? I'm gonna take a guess and say it is. Yeah, that looks about right. I'm pretty sure. Is this SMT if? I have no idea. I'll change everybody else when we get there. Yeah, looks like SMT clothing. I think I got it right. Let's go. Oops, going the wrong way. There we go. Snape is the third semester villain. Yep. Ah, you ruined it. Here we go. So yeah, again, the theme of this palace will make a whole lot of sense when we get there. But yeah, just please do not spoil. Damn it. Okay, let's go and find another way around.
Oh.
Or let a cutscene happen. Alright, let's see if we can get up there. It's probably behind her. Ah, some stairs, that helps. And a grapple point. Alright.
It's somewhere.
And up we go. Alright, here we go. Up, 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 up. Up.
Was that Yoshizawa? Yeah. Stay on guard, though.
Hey, who? There we go.
Why?
So shouldn't say who the ruler is. Says T993.
Is she a cognitive being?
21st century guy says, ah shit, I didn't expect a cutscene to happen. This is where I am gonna dip. Have a good stream, and I'm gonna try and get as far as I can into Royal before I have to return to work. Later, everyone. Goodbye. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Stop! Stop it!
Gentle Madman is my comfort song since Chris Romero. It's really, really good. It's so soothing. And it really gives you a good idea of what the ruler's like. Also, I'm playing the game in the Q2 costumes. Looks great. Bye, says 21st Century Guy. I really want to get the Q2 costumes, but they never go on sale. And I don't really want much else.
Our Lord's mercy.
And Chris also says, if this palace were a woman, I'd take her out for dinner. Indeed, it's a really good palace. It's one of the best in the game. But this is only just a slight taste. This is just only a small taste of it.
Looks like that thing's ready to rumble.
Accept yourself. Our Lord laments the foolishness birthed from your pain.
What are you talking about?
I heard the school moved her exam period.
And Chasuslai says, this palace strikes the atmosphere so well with everything being white. Yeah, definitely. It's one of the best things about it. It nails the look completely. And it'll get even better when we get further into the palace very late in the game.
But do you think she's behind this?
I understand how you feel, but, well, third place doesn't really cut it in this case. She needs to attain first-place results for her exceptional status to be worthwhile.
Not only have we lost one of them, but the other one's not doing us any good. Talk about a waste of effort.
So I'm guessing this persona here, or demon, or whatever you're gonna call it, is just perfectly okay waiting while we're doing our conversation here.
Anyone! Still, I don't care what anyone says about me. I will not tolerate anyone speaking ill of our dream!
I love how the mysteries they make for the first part of this palace. Absolutely, especially regarding Kasumi and her sister.
It's all in your best interest. Filling my life with this pressure. Demanding the results that you want.
Yoshizawa? Could she be?
And now you're all branding me a failure? Let me remind you who you're talking to. I am Kasumi Yoshizawa!
So adamant. Rather than accept a life in cinders, you'd strive towards splendor. You know the risks. Well, if those really are the shoes you've chosen, then we'll dance to the end.
This has got to be...
And begins the Sailor Moon style transformation sequence that for some reason none of the other party members get. Kasumi earned the power of self-respect, says Barbara Dupperton. Yep, love the reference, by the way. Third place makes you a Mary Sue to some, says Path Beyond the Dark.
I am thou.
Hey, do you mean Makoto is, or by Third Palace?
Spell cast upon you.
I request we have a rematch. This time, I'm going all in with Cendrillon!
Foreshadowing there's no blood on her mask when she tears it, says Birdman. Ah, interesting. Did not notice that little detail, but that's good. Yeah, that's a good point.
We'll show you the way to do this. Nothing too reckless, okay?
Alright, here we go. So just a small little battle. And this is unfortunately the only battle in this palace for now, but we'll get a lot more later, trust me. Alright, well, let's see. Ah, damn it, blocked.
It's too hot!
Oh dear. This thing. Good, let's heal up Kasumi.
I appreciate it. Let's dance!
Alright, what about Bless? There we go. That's more like it. Ah, man, this guy really does take a lot of damage. Okay, let's start boosting up the attack a little bit. Make it go a little quicker. Okay, not too bad, but not too great either. Yeah, let's use Garula. We should be okay, I think. Okay, but Garula is no good. So let's use Bless again. Just keep using Bless then, it seems. And yeah, let's pass to Morgana, why not? See if we can use Miracle Punch or Rising Slash. Let's use Rising Slash. We haven't used that with Morgana yet. Ooh, damn, that did a lot. That's great. So let's use Triple Down. Oh, or not, because Joker is too scared. Okay, that didn't do too much damage. That's fine. But just to be safe, let's use Meteorama.
I'll return the favor.
Okay.
Show them, Cendrillon!
Yeah. There we go. And let's use Rising Slash.
Not finish you.
There we go. Man, Rising Slash was great. There we go. I think it's very common for shadows to wait for an awakening to a persona, very much like when people transform in anime, says T993. Yeah, this just seems to be an anime thing in general. It's very odd.
Whoa, I'm quite impressed, considering how you just awakened to your persona and all.
Senpai, right? I knew it. By the way,
Why does she have a Sailor Moon transformation sequence as Berman? I don't know. I have no idea. She's the only one that has it too, and I really don't get it.
Confusing for her.
Kasumi Magica says Robin battles.
Time
Nice.
to get out of here, quick. We can explain later.
She does get special treatment, I admit, says Path Beyond the Dark. Yeah, I don't get it. Is it just because she's the new character? We have to give her the special treatment?
Right.
It's because she is the royal waifu. Yes, says Chris Romero. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh.
She does seem to be probably the most canon love interest for Joker, which makes sense.
This was your location before you entered the metaverse.
Kasumi getting third place in regards to Path Beyond the Dark's previous
back?
statement,
Go
making her a
somewhere?
Mary Sue. Yeah, fair enough then.
About that.
Please, tell me anything you might know about what's going on.
Stream
I
is
need to know
lagging.
what just happened to me. I know
Doesn't
how
seem
you
to look
feel,
like it in the
but
preview
what should
window,
we do?
but yeah, if it continues to do it, let me know and I'll see what I can do to help. I won't forget the time you used Maragion, says Birdman. I know, but I fixed it. I fixed it. I'll let you know. I fixed it in Futaba's Palace. I redid that whole part with the town. That's fine. So I made up for it. It's fine.
It's not easy to wrap your head around all of this in one go.
Normally I wouldn't believe any of that, but after seeing it all for myself... But wow, you're so good at explaining things, Mr. Kitty.
I'll let that last part slide this time.
Okay,
But
Path
isn't
Beyond the
there
Dark
something else that
has
should be
confirmed that the stream is
surprising
fine, so that's good. But yeah, if anybody else is struggling, just let me know.
Took you long enough, and I am not a cat. I am Morgana.
Barbara Dupperton says, I kind of wish Kasumi and some of the songs from Royal were in the Dancing Star Night game. Yeah, I really wish they waited a little bit, Atlas. Yeah, because we not only haven't had any Royal songs, but we don't have like Q2 or Strikers or anything. So they really jumped the gun with it. They released it far too early.
This morning. Did something happen?
It could have really made given the game a lot more variety too. I really wish they waited.
But I got third place in the last.
Birdman says someone binge watched Sailor Moon before Kasumi's transformation
like
sequence.
The school is even more displeased.
Yeah.
I was summoned to the guidance office this morning. I was warned that the school might revoke my honors status if I don't improve my results soon. It would be due to my own inability to succeed in gymnastics, so I have to say it's not an unfair consequence, but I also
No, it
heard the
is
vice
unfair.
principal talking about how I'm a useless waste of effort. And I dragged Dr. Maruga.
Yeah, if they're
into
calling
this
you a
too,
useless waste of effort, of
since
course
he
it's
was
going to be
with
an
me when I
unfair
got the news.
consequence.
That's what really got to me.
That's a tough
So blind to this sort of stuff, Kasumi. You're too nice.
And then all of a sudden, I was in that place we just left. But I'll be just fine now. I feel like whatever happened in there helped me to get over it. I'm going to realize my dream for sure.
Seems like you really are on the up and up now.
See, look at that, look at that. It's like just, I don't know how anybody can hate her there. It's like she just
like it was pure
completely awakened to her persona after being called, you know, useless and all that, and just underachieving. And yet she still smiles and just takes it like a champ. Good on her.
What about my phone?
Well, I suppose that makes the most sense. Hey, do you mind if we take a quick look at your phone? If the nav's on there, we'd be able to tell whose palace that was with the search history.
Sure, it's right. Sorry, this won't do any good.
Why's that?
The battery's dead. It's been acting up for a while now, so that could have something to do with it.
Yeah, that's super convenient. But yeah, we will know who the palace ruler is for that particular one.
Big deal.
We will, but not until much later. And if you actually did all of the prerequisites, because otherwise I don't think you actually get told about it or get hinted at.
Part of the Phantom Thieves?
Well, we're...
You are, aren't you? I knew it. Wait. That means when we were at the cafe with Akechi-san, I basically told the Phantom Thieves themselves that I don't agree with what they're doing. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry about it.
We're missing
With that
bangers
out
from
of the
Q2
way,
Royal and
what's
Striker,
your
says
call?
Birdman. Yep, absolutely. That's just we really did not need Dancing in Starlight as early as we did.
That's right.
We could have waited a little bit longer.
Up there,
Just
don't you think she'd
you
make
know,
the
it was
word
only
addition to the
like
Phantom
a couple
Thieves?
years later
So,
until not even that
you need to join
even
the Phantom
until Royal came out. So you know,
Nutshell,
may as well
yeah.
just wait a
You
little bit.
awakened to your persona,
We've
you're
waited
aware
for
of the existence of
Strikers to come out
palaces,
like a year
and
after
some
Japan
galactic
got it, so
bodies.
we're a patient bunch. We can do it.
If you're willing to join us, we'd be glad to have you.
I see.
You don't have to give us an answer right now. I mean, you probably shouldn't make any decisions until you learn more about what it is we're actually doing.
No, we're not the Phantom Thieves. Says T993. We're the stunt team.
I'll have to turn down your offer.
Very nice. Love it.
Cool. So we'll head home for now and... Wait. What?
When I awakened to my, persona, was it?
It's Dandy. It's Dan. He says, "Hey y'all, Merry belated Christmas. I hope you got everything you wanted. Wow, Merry Christmas to you too. Hope you had a good day as well, and that you got what you wanted."
Because you need to focus on your gymnastics.
I got some pretty cool games.
Truly sorry to say no after
Got
all
Lost
you've done for me.
Judgment, Astral Chain, and what else did I get? Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. My sister got me WarioWare Get It Together, so it's a very game-filled Christmas, but you know, that's usually every year, and I don't mind that.
Of course.
It's what I like.
Don't say a word about this to anyone.
I did get some headphones as well from my parents for streaming purposes, but unfortunately the mic was no good, so having to do a little more research on what is good
Thank you,
and
Morgan
return
Senpai.
the
If
headphones.
that ever happens, I'll get in touch right away.
Because currently I'm using the same mic I use for my reviews,
I should have shown the same gratitude to you.
so
as
yeah,
well.
it can be a bit of a pain because I have to keep
One day
extending the
I will
arm
repay you for
that it's
helping me
standing
in
on,
so many
so it
ways.
would be more convenient just to just have a traditional headset
Shall
with a
we get going?
microphone.
Quite
But
a lot's
yeah,
happened today, but I have a feeling I'll try harder than ever before, starting tomorrow.
I'm glad to hear it.
yeah, the bad music selection with the bad remixes are the two last surprise mixes. Remixes doesn't help. And regarding Dancing in Starlight, yeah, the remixes are just sort of bleh, or just at best just tolerable. They're not amazing at all. At least P3 had some good stuff. Can I do stuff? Okay, so Morgana's not going to make me do
Let's go to
anything.
bed.
Damn it. Okay, fine, we'll go to bed. Damn cat.
Well then.
Okay. Oh man, I don't want to be a dick to Kasumi saying like fucking go back to bed. I can't do it. I can't be mean to Kasumi. Likewise, I can't be mean to Makoto. I'll tease her, sure, but I mean, I can't be mean to her. It's just they're too precious. Okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we can't get Kasumi to join the Phantom Thieves, at least not just yet. But yeah, we'll get to that little plot detail later. And just how late Kasumi just comes into the party, it's ridiculous. Alrighty. So back to it. Well, we had a brief little detour there, but we'll get back to the Confidants now. Once Haru says hello.
Good morning. Regarding my father, there isn't anything different about him yet. I can't help but think about a lot of things when I'm just waiting. Things like, did it go well?
So it wasn't in text form this time, in regards to wondering about if the change of heart worked. That we now have it in person, just to really up the ante a bit. If Jude was here, he would have complained about that. Path Beyond the Dark says, yeah, this completely not optional story development that just gets no explanation if you don't unlock the third semester. Yes, indeed. It just sort of cuts everything, doesn't it? It just never explains anything. But I guess that's sort of meant to be the incentive, that little teaser to the A Very Late Palace. to get you to max out as many confidants as you can. What mic do I use for my reviews? Asked T Knight. Yeah, it's a I can't remember the exact serial number, but it's a Mauno brand one. It's the same one that Manga Common recommended to me when we did the Persona 1 video. I heard his voiceovers and I was like, yeah, that sounds really good compared to mine. What mic do you use? And he sent me a link to it. It's not the one I'm using is not the exact same one. It's not the exact same one he uses, but yeah, it is of the same brand, which is close enough. Okay, so An is not ready yet. We'll come back to her. And Takemi's not ready yet because we got to do mementos. So, alright, let's go back to Chihaya and rank up An yet again. See if we can get her to get ready for ranking.
What shall we do?
Okay. An. Yes, please. Let's go.
Here we go.
Is that going to work this time?
What do you think?
There we go. She's ready. And just to be safe, where is she at the moment in regards to her ranks? Okay, so she's going to be ready to level up. So again, I am going to save real quick because this is just going to be a personal thing I'm doing here. Because what I want to do is get on to romance with me just so it fills the achievement list that I've got going on in the Thieves' Den. I've romanced everybody except for An. But I'll be loading up the save file again that I just did, and we'll skip through An's Confidant afterwards. So I guess this will give the An fans a little bit of something. But yeah, again, this is just for me personally. An did not win the romance polls that we did ages ago. So yeah, it will still be Kasumi who did win.
Hey.
It's Dandy says, that's a great set of gifts. Fingers crossed you'll get the headset sorted. Yeah, I hope so too. I feel really bad because it was a lot of money as well. It was a pretty fancy headset, but the mic was just awful. It was a Razer Black Shark V2 one. V2 Pro, I should say. Lost Judgment as well, he says. It's an amazing game. Maybe we can get it in a future Trash to Treasure. Either way, I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, I will do the Judgment games eventually, but I got a lot of Yakuza games to get through before I get there. But yeah, I will definitely do it someday. I'm currently working on Yakuza Kiwami 2, actually, in terms of my next Trash to Treasure video. So hope you guys hope you enjoy that. And yeah, and Birdman says there's a normal last surprise track. Yeah, there is. There's just one. And you can tell they focused on the story and then they focused on the Mona situation after this scene. Yeah, definitely. This is the first time we've seen Shiho since the beginning of the game too, and without the bruised eye, thank God. Do you have any Persona figures? Says Barbara Dupperton. I just got the Kasumi one for Christmas. Lucky, I want one. I really want a Kasumi one because I've got the a Joker one. He's just holding the mask. It's holding up on my. It's just on my shelf at the moment. And right next to him is the twins. Unfortunately, Caroline's little baton comes off pretty easily, so I have to be a little careful with it when I'm dusting. But yeah, it's really cool. Unfortunately, the base was scratched up too. I think it was used, but I got it at Comic-Con for fairly cheap, especially compared to the Joker one. But yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, I want the Kasumi one. That sounds awesome. I kind of wish you could get her to join early on New Game Plus, it says T993. Yeah, that would have been cool, because, like, you get Sophia and Zenkichi in Strikers during New Game Plus, like when you're doing Merciless mode and all that. So, yeah, they could have done it with Persona 5 Royal as well. That would have been awesome. Unfortunately not. Birdman says, my brother told me to go watch a VTuber instead of you. And low effort content replies to that with, not funny, man. How dare I not appeal to Birdman's brother? I must close down the channel forever. T-Knight says that I thought he was a VTuber, but the avatar is just an invisible box. On didn't win. What's wrong with people? Says Chris. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, she did not win. Unfortunately, she didn't even come in the top 5 picks when I did another poll afterwards. She did get some people voting for her, but yeah, she didn't win. Unfortunately, she didn't come close, which surprises me. I'm guessing it's a lot of the people that say that she didn't really get much character development, even after Kamoshida. Yeah, people liked Kasumi and Makoto more, says Berman. Yeah.
Hey.
Hifumi got pretty high, a high amount of votes in the first poll, but for some reason she didn't get a lot in the second. I have no idea why. I guess it was because when it comes down to a top 5, people really start changing their minds. It was quite fascinating, though, to see how things did change. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'll actually do the Thieves' Den bit later, but I got the save file for now, so I'll do that later. There we go. All good. Awesome. She'll protect me when I'm suffering from a fatal attack.
All right.
Or when I'm about to, anyway. Yeah, that's the sort of thing you really need for the Kamoshida fight. Not the Kamoshida fight, the Okumura fight. But yeah, we've already beaten him, so it doesn't matter.
Bye.
Burman says, people liked Kasumi and Makoto more. Yeah, oh, sorry, I already said that. Sorry, beg your pardon. I'm supposed to be looking at the next one. Low effort content says, Yakuza is brilliant. Yep, it really is. I surprisingly get some people on in comments saying that Shenmue is better. Which is like, what? Really? Really? You sure about that? I mean, if you like it, you like it, but like, Jesus, that's quite a stretch, I would say. But you know, you do you, whatever.
What are you gonna do?
Let's go hang out with Caroline and Justine since Oya and Chihaya aren't quite ready to level up yet. And I've already spent money on the affinity reading from Chihaya. Alright, let's go to the Sky Tree with Caroline and Justine.
Onward, inmate. Whoa! It's crazy out there.
And Birdman's brother just booted up the stream and he heard that. Oh dear. Hope he's not upset anyway. Yeah. And it's Dandy says, ooh, lots of Yakuza content coming. I look forward to it. Keep it up, man. I love your content. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It means a lot when people give me those kinds of comments. I know it's very, it probably seems superficial to some people when to do that, but it really does mean a lot to us YouTubers, so I really appreciate it.
Justine.
Path Beyond the Dark says Makoto was a lot more popular.
How could this happen?
Yeah, I am a part of the problem. Unfortunately, I really love Makoto.
What was that?
Vanilla Sierra, hello. says Kiwami 2 is a wonderful game, but it did some weird things when it comes to remaking the OG Yakuza 2. Can't comment on that, unfortunately. I haven't played the PS2 originals yet. I do want to, because it looks absolutely hilarious from a voice acting perspective, at least the first game, but yeah. I do need to own them at some point. I want to try them and review them. I probably should have done the originals first, but oh well. I already started with Kiwami 1 and all that.
Really?
Chris Romero says, I could literally say the same thing about P4's cast, yet people say they were developed after their arcs. Yeah, same applies to them as well. I think they certainly get a more character development, or at least just as much as when they first start out in Persona 4. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. Persona fans be weird, or and SMT fans be weird, and Megaten fans all around can just be weird. Barbara Dupperton says invisible VTubers are the hit now. Yeah, I can see that. There are new trends coming in all the time. And I'm just the old fart that doesn't get the joke.
Hey, inmate!
To be fair, people also say the P4 cast doesn't, says Path Beyond the Dark. Yeah, that's yeah, it's the same principle there. Low effort content says you should try a Mario Kart stream. Oh wow. Yeah, if you want to see all of us, either me or Jude, getting fully enraged, absolutely. Yeah. That game can really turn friendships against each other. Wow. I know, I've heard Mario Party does as well, but I'm not actually, I'm not really that into the Mario Party games, at least compared to most people. They're alright, but I think they go on a bit too long. But Mario Kart I can get by.
Let us return.
Confidants count. You could say Kasumi's arc in third semester is optional character development. In a way, yes, but I would still recommend doing it anyway, just because, you know, you get a complete story. Vanilla Sierra says it is very weird that if you don't do An's Confidant, technically Shiho will have never moved away because the main story won't tell you anything about it. Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, she could just be stuck in Shibuya forever, which is kind of depressing. But yeah. But good for her anyway, that she's moving on. Oh crap, no. Okay. Didn't want to do that. Ah, damn it. I didn't want to do that. Birdman's brother laughed alright. I hope he did.
Okay, quiet down.
Alright, this will be where Kawakami lets us slack off, I think? Yep, there we go. She's giving us the key.
Hey! What do you want to do?
Right, what am I gonna do? Let's see if we can read for a bit. Oh, I need to return that book, so, a library book, so that we can get more. Yeah. Oh, no, maybe it was this one. I can't remember. It's been so long now. But I may as well finish this one, since that I've got started. That does remind me I need to go to the books, to the book town at, some point so I can get another book and get the speed reading one. Damn it. Guts is still not going up yet. But yeah, we'll go to the library in a moment, just to return that. I wish the, Caroline and Justine hangouts were voiced like the Elizabeth hangouts in P3, says, Anko. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why they didn't fully voice it, because they fully voice a lot of other things in the game.
Here.
Yeah, let's go home. Not ready yet. Yeah, they voice a lot of other things in the game, but they don't do that for some reason. I'm guessing I can't hang out with Futaba just yet.
Nothing to do.
I might be able to comfort Futaba with if my kindness were selfless. Okay, so we're still not there yet. Damn it! Come on, Futaba, really? Who's messaging us? Ah, Makoto. Okay, 2 people in one day telling us about mementos. Like, guys, I get it. We'll get there eventually. But anyway, let's go back to the school if I can figure out which one it is. There we go. So let's go to the library, return that book real quick, get another one. Yep.
What would you like? Thank you. What would you like?
Alright, what do we got this time? We should probably get some for either kindness or charm. Maybe charm, because that'll take longer to get up for Makoto. Let's do that. So what are we gonna do? So Ryuji's all maxed out. On's not quite maxed out, so we might go and see her. That's Sumi all maxed out. Yeah, let's go and see if we can get on ready. Okay. Affinity reading, and then on. Yep. It's sad that not many people like Ryuji, says Barbara Dupperton. Do they not? I thought I saw plenty of people did like him. But yeah, he's probably not the most popular of the Phantom Thieves. But he still has some fans. But yeah, I think he's pretty good. I wouldn't say he's my absolute favorite either, but I like him fine enough. He's cool. So yeah, let's go see On then, I guess, and see if we can get her on the way to rank 10. And we can finally get her upgraded persona that we've taken nearly 6 palaces to get to. Yeah, let's go hang out with her. Yeah, let's have some tea. Is that gonna do it? God damn it, not enough.
Bye.
Come on, you're at rank 10, just do it.
You're back.
Alright. Not many changes to Okumura yet. We do have time.
Behind the mental shutdowns. It has to be someone dangerous.
Ryuji's a region thing, says Path Beyond the Dark. He's liked in the West, not in Japan. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know about that. But that's pretty cool. Well, ish. It's a shame. It's a shame that Japanese people don't like him. But yeah, maybe that's why. I like him, because I'm a Western boy. Okay, so Hifumi's not ready. So let's go and speak with Kawakami then, I guess. Pretty sure we also have a DVD that might be out of date now, but oh well. Alright, let's go and bring her in again. This should be rank 5 we're up to at that point. Vanilla Sierra says, in P3 also, if you don't ever do Mako's social link, technically your parents never get a divorce, since it happens in the middle of the social link. That's correct, yeah. So, I guess in a way things might be better, but that just means they'll be arguing all the time still. Or, at the very least, they'll just argue and then never get back together. I don't know. And Japan is the only one that gets official polls, says Path Beyond the Dark. Ah, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Because West is a myth to Atlas. Yes! Yeah. That's just somebody, like, just some almighty hero just translating these Atlas games for us and then just sending them over. Chris Romero says, the Ryuji beat-up scene is the funniest scene in the game according to Japanese polls. Oh, wow, that's pretty harsh. I'm assuming this is the one, like, after Shido's Palace, which in that case, yeah, I never liked that one. But, yeah, more on that later. Yeah, Birdman also says, yeah, I mean, you take that at face value and it's kind of funny, but context, it makes it bad. Yeah, just, I never really liked it. It's just, it seems so needlessly cruel to Ryuji. I mentioned them a while back, but have you checked Smash Translated? Unfortunately, not yet. No. I've been pretty busy lately, unfortunately. I will do. And Barbara Dupperton says, An has metabolism of Goku. I'm jealous. Yes, indeed. I used to have An's metabolism, but unfortunately I don't anymore. Because I'm no longer a teenager. Which is, yeah, that's kind of sad. I'm getting old. And being old sucks. I say that I'm like 27 in a few months. That's it. Right. Yeah, Kawakami's got a lot of she's got a lot of shit going on. It's ridiculous. But I think I like it. I like this confidant because of how she takes it at face value. It's just, you know, despite kind of being a little bit whiny when she's in school, I still think Kawakami's confidant is probably the best in the game, especially where it goes later. Not her fault at all. But that apparently didn't get me affinity points. That sucks. God damn it. Saying that, as much as I do like this confidant, Kawakami can be a little bit stubborn sometimes when it comes to ranking her up. Like, in terms of which answer is technically correct. We're all old, says Chris Romero, and growing up sucks, says Berman. And yeah, it's a sad life we live. We get old and we die. But oh well, make the most of it. I'm 16 and I'm in 10th grade, says Chadster Sly. I hope that's going well for you. That must suck having to be that far into school and then just having to deal with COVID and all that. I can't imagine. Oh, you're 15, Birdman. That's cool. Yeah, same with you as well, Birdman. I imagine, yeah, school must be pretty tough as well. Concerning what's going on in the world. It's too late now. Damn it. See, I can never get a grasp on what's technically the right answer. Damn it.
Yeah.
She could be really hard to read, Kawakami, and it can be quite annoying. But oh well, we got rank 5, and that'll allow Kawakami to hack into the intercoms, sort of, but by just, you know, going into the room and using her own voice. But yeah, she'll call the other teachers occasionally on some days and take them to the offices and whatever, and that'll give you time to read and do infiltration tools, just like what Kawakami does when she gets you to slack off in her class. So that's all good. And we're about halfway done with her confidant. And yeah, you want to get Kawakami out, max out as often as you can, as quickly as you can, really, because her rank 10 ability is absolutely helpful. It's one of the best in the game, because you can get her to massage you, which sounds creepy, but it works wonders, because you can go out even after you can go out at night even after coming back from the metaverse. And it's really, really useful. So that way you can do more nighttime confidants and stuff like that, and you're not wasting the day.
Thank you so much.
Chris Romero says, make the most of your life by not going on Twitter. Yeah, we really should. It's just absurd at this point. Just what Twitter has become. Just can't say anything without some drama going on. Ah, there we go. We just about made it, so that way she does rank up next time. Good. Thank God for these phone conversations. They may get in the way sometimes, but they can be useful when you want them to be. Most of the time. I only go to see whatever stupid culture and have fun at it, says Birdman. Yeah, that's fair enough. If there's like something trending or something, or if there's some ridiculous Persona post or SMT post, whatever. Jasper Sly says I'm in a drama, and it sucks. I can't socialize at all in drama. The juniors care about hitting on the girls. That sounds about right, unfortunately. I think I recall that happening when I did drama in school as well. Yeah, it's just... you can't really do anything while you're there. Just... no one takes it seriously. I would usually get put with, like, the worst groups imaginable in my school. Like, I just... especially since, I'm an American coming to England and all that. You get a lot of, like, very xenophobic kids in school. So, it's hell. School is hell, I think, is the takeaway from all this. Alright, so what's the question this time?
What is the answer?
This is a guillotine, the tool which allowed for mass executions. Now, do you know who invented this instrument? I guess it'll be in the name.
This is it.
Yep, there we go. Nice!
Correct.
T993 says, you're only as old as you feel so often. I feel 40 and 20 on good days. Yeah. Yeah, especially so when I got back problems, then I really start feeling old. I'm like, oh my god, I am just like my dad at that point. Chris Romero says, you're not allowed to like things on Twitter without someone calling you cringe. Yeah. I even hate the word cringe. That's probably a sign of me getting old as well. Just, at the very least, if you're gonna say that, just say cringy. Do the full name. Don't just be like, oh my god, so cringe. Just, I hate that. It's awful. Just, is it cool now for, like, this youth just to say, like, words shortened? I don't get it. Alright, Haru's just talking about Memento's requests. Man, there's nobody out, man. Okay, Shinya's available. Whew. Okay, that's fine. So I think everybody's pretty much all right. So I'll go and rank up on a little bit with Chihaya just while we're here, and then we'll go see Shinya in Akihabara.
What shall we do?
We're getting there to the Okumura's change of heart anyway. So yeah, I wanted on. That was it. Hopefully this will get her to rank 10 next time we see her, but I doubt it. We'll see.
Here we go.
Vanilla Sierra says, I love how Kawakami gets progressively worse as a teacher the more you bond with her. In a way, I guess. But it's more towards Joker than anybody else, I would say. So yeah, let's go see Shinya in Akihabara at the arcade. Hello. No, I was wanting to talk to Shinya, not the capsule toy machine. Yeah, let's go bond with him.
Hey. Really? Let's go.
All right. Chris Romero says, what made you move to England anyway? Well, it was a number of things. For one thing, you know, I was like 9 going on 10 when we moved, so I didn't really have much of a choice. My brother was like, he was like 6, and my sister was like 4, so again, didn't really have much of a choice. But yeah, the initial idea was to get like free healthcare compared to America. And it might have been something to do with the government at the time, but I'm not sure, and just what they were doing. But yeah, again, I couldn't tell you what it was. But yeah, it was a number of things. And we have family over in England as well, because I'm technically half English and half American. My father is English and my mom is American, so I have English blood in me, and thus I have English family. Barbara Dumperton says, I remember they used to throw freshmen in trash cans back in high school. Oh, wow. They actually do that? I thought that was just in the movies. That is, like, awful. Sorry about that. Birdman says, I could say that school is hell, but I'd sound like a child to others. No, you don't sound like a child at all, man. I think everybody knows that school sucks big time.
Wrong.
Especially if you're a nerd like I am. Yeah, it's hell. So don't feel that way at all. Chester Sly says, I hope junior year for me will be good like Joker's, and I'm going to move to another house and I'm moving to another school. Oh no, I hope the move goes well, and that you like the new school as well. But yeah, I don't think you want the life Joker has, because it's, yeah, having to deal with all this fan and thief nonsense and having to deal with a criminal record and, you know, a pervy teacher and all that, yeah, that's not really the life I would want to live. I mean, of course, going around in palaces and stealing people's hearts, that sounds fun. But yeah, just the stuff around it, no. Wouldn't want to do that. Vanilla Sierra says, here in Brazil, the cringe word is even worse because people only use it to sound cool since it's a word in English. Oh my god. I can't stand it. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, that sounds annoying as hell. I can't stand it when English people say it and I'm of the English language. Expensive healthcare must be hell. Yep, absolutely. Alright, so we got a warding shot. Able to scare enemies in negotiation to make it easier to obtain a persona. Also a really, really useful ability, because it makes very short work with the negotiations. Like, you just do one warning shot and then most of the time that's it. That's all you need to do, and then they'll join your team, the personas. But sometimes they won't back down. They'll come after you, even still. Cool. I'll get the kindness up a bit.
Later.
Being cool doesn't matter when you get older. Nah, it really doesn't. You know, you start getting into more nerdy things as you get older. Like, I used to play Warhammer when I was in school. So, yeah, I just thought that was fun. Granted, it wasn't, like, absolutely hardcore because I didn't understand a lot of the rules. It was more my friends that played it, and I just sort of joined. But I enjoyed it for the bits of matches I did understand. The only thing I didn't like was just building the models themselves, because they were a pain in the ass and there were a lot of fiddly parts, and the glue would sometimes stick to my hands and it was just a pain. The painting was alright though. Birdman says, I am drinking water here. Your reminder to stay hydrated. I do have a glass of water, but granted it has been a while since I have drank, so I will be sure to do that. And we're almost at the end of the stream anyway. Problem is, my glass is nearly empty already, and I don't want to be, like, standing up in the middle of the stream just to refill it, so using it sparingly. Alright, another crossword here. What we got this time? Okay. when it's too hot to sleep. Okay, don't have anything for that yet. Frozen formation, ice, I guess. So use that for now. It might not be right. Devoted flower, bud. Well, no, never mind. That's not right. What about this? Coolest acronym. I would have thought AF, but no. And what's this one? Parasol's benefit. I have no clue. Alright, hang on. Be back in a sec while I look this up because I have no idea and I don't want to be wasting any more time doing this. Again, crosswords in French are hell, says Birdman. I can definitely imagine. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes for that. Sweltering? I've never heard of that. That's the answer, apparently. But, okay, if that's the right answer, that's the right answer. Oh, dear. Oh, Path Beyond the Dark, I just got your message. Sorry about that. But thank you.
Alright.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a bit of a delay with the the live chat messages on my end whenever there's like a preview going on.
Nice.
It's because I can see the stream before you guys can. So, but thank you anyway. I appreciate it. So Jahaya's wanting to come see me. That's fine. Might do that. Actually, since someone else wants to hang out, let's go hang out with Caroline and Justine again, just to be sure. Alright, where do you want to go this time?
Now.
I think the next location is the beach. Nowhere comes to mind. Okay, we heard it exists where the entire town is apparently constructed from electricity. Okay, that should be the Maid Cafe then, I think, if I'm correct. I just want to double check on that. So, an odd feature of the city where slaves attend to the needs of visitors. Yeah, that's the Maid Cafe. Okay, so can I go there at night? I've not actually checked yet. Let's have a look. This must be the Maid Cafe. There it is. Okay, so improve my charm. That's also good. I want that.
Hey!
Okay, let's go check out the Maid Cafe then. Unless, if I can do it now that I have access to it on fast travel.
Now.
Let's see. Nowhere comes to mind. Okay, so I actually do have to go inside the Maid Cafe first before I can hang out with them. Oh well, since I'm not doing anything anyway, let's just go and do that and get that out of the way.
Welcome home.
I really love the music in this place, but I know I really shouldn't because it's probably a little bit too bouncy. And also, the environment is probably not the best thing to associate it with. But oh well. I believe there's a Thieves' Den achievement or a regular trophy, PlayStation trophy, where you'd have to keep ordering for the Maid Cafe until you get like a new item on the menu, and then yeah, then you can get the award that way.
Hey.
But that's gotta you gotta waste like I think 5 days or so.
Let's see. Oh,
I can actually speak Japanese. It's my third. Oh dear. A language along with another language I don't know. Oh man. You card, Birdman.
Hey!
Yeah, unfortunately, you do kind of have to be mean to the maids in order to get the extra guts and charm. Or at least just the extra guts, not sure about the charm, really. But yeah, I always feel bad. But, you know, I guess it's just a way of saying that you get respected more? I have no idea.
Oh, sorry about that.
I know Morgana technically says that, but I don't know if that would actually work in real life.
Let's see. Take care.
Yeah. I don't think I would come back again. The special item is a trophy. Yeah, thank you for confirming Path Beyond the Dark. And same with Vanilla Sierra. And Vanilla Sierra also says, "You're not being mean, you're role-playing." Yeah, well, yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. I like that. Although whenever I hear Duolingo, all I think of is an ad where that bird destroys everything. Fair enough. Okay, so I'm guessing with On saying, "Are you free today?" she's not ready to go up to rank 10. Oh, no, she is. She's ready. Cool, finally. But let's go see Chihaya anyway and just get Yusuke up so that way he'll be ready next time too. And then we'll go see On.
What shall we do?
So Yusuke, yep, that's fine.
Here we go.
I really wish these readings would go a bit faster because it just plays the same thing every time, and I really wish it would speed up. All right, let's go see On then. And it's unfortunate that Yusuke is not quite ready yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll just have to wait for now.
All right, so let's go and get max out On finally.
Thanks.
And another new location to hang out with. Awesome.
All right.
Right, okay, I think, I was thinking for a minute that this wasn't, the rank 10 conversation, but I think it is actually, because I think the fully voiced stuff comes later. I guess because they didn't want to have someone voice Mika? I don't know. I think the old "be mean, keep them keen" says T993. Yeah. Again, let's go with that. Not anything else. Path Beyond the Dark says the special item in the Maid Cafe does nothing otherwise. Thought it was a room decoration. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything, does it? And ew, Josh at a Maid Cafe, says Chris Romero. Ah, I know. I swear I'm not doing anything ewy. Unpopular opinion, Chris says as well. I think On's Confidant is really good. The Mika stuff doesn't take away from her development. It is unfortunately, it does unfortunately get a little criticized too much, On's Confidant, but I don't agree with him at all. I think it's a perfectly good Confidant as well. Likewise, I think even though Mika does have a lot to do with the Confidant, I still think On still grows as a character from it, because, she's learning from her in a sense. She's like her rival. So, trying to up herself, trying to go up one, rather, I think was sort of the takeaway from this. But to do that, she has to be a bit more confident in herself. So yeah, there's probably a bit more to that than I'm leading on. I'm just sort of generalizing it very heavily, but yeah, it's a very good Confidant overall, I would say.
Oh!
Like you never went anywhere worse, says Birdman regarding the Maid Cafe, me being in a Maid Cafe. Do you know what? I've never actually been to that sort of establishment before, like a Maid Cafe, strip club, be it whatever. I did talk to a friend who had been in a strip club before, and he said the floors were very sticky. That's about the only thing I know about it. Barbara Dupperton says, "How am I being mean while I'm paying you with my self-worth?" Yes, indeed. You know, I'm paying you with dignity. You know, that I'm losing a lot of dignity just to be here. There's an official Maid Cafe remix, by the way. Oh, I need to have a look at this. Because that tune is way too good for what it is.
Of course.
And Vanilla Sierra says, Haru and Yusuke are the best party member confidants by far, in my opinion. Yeah, I hear a lot of love for Yusuke. And Haru, Haru doesn't really get a lot of attention, but when she does, yeah, that's usually what they say. It's just her confidant is really, really good. And yeah, I agree with that. I think her confidant's really good too. Obviously, we're not there yet at this point in the game, but yeah, we'll be getting Haru's confidant started, I think probably next part while we're waiting for the story for the 6th palace to come in. So we'll see anyway. And Path Beyond the Dark says, I would choose Yusuke myself. Again, that's fair enough. He has a really good arc too. And we're almost at the end of that too as well. And Barbara Dupperton says Yusuke is adorable. He really is. Yep. You really gave it your all. I really like this outfit on Wears as well, and I wish it was a costume option during the battles, because I'm a sucker for like small leather jackets like that, because they look so cool. And the black tights works well with it too, and just the shirt she wears, or the dress, whichever. Now that I think of it, have you made a Trash or Treasure on a Mario game before? Asked Birdman. I've done Mario Odyssey, and I did Mario vs. Donkey Kong like years and years ago, as well as the Game Boy Donkey Kong from 1994. So yeah, they're somewhat old videos, but yeah, I have done a couple of Mario games at least. I just think that Mario is like so well known in the gaming community that there's kind of really no need for me to talk about him. Same with Sonic, even though I would have more to say about Sonic than Mario, because I'm not as big of a fan. But at the same time, if you say anything bad about Sonic, especially the classic games, I get the feeling I would get massacred online.
I'm not going to run away anymore.
So yeah.
I'll face myself head on. This time, it's my turn to help someone. But I'm still kind of worried. Do you think you could help me? Mm-hmm.
This is where Jude would be. Of course, darling.
Good. I feel like we finally see each other eye to eye. I'm so glad I met you.
Right, finally, after God knows how many months since we started this playthrough, and also after God knows how many months within the game, yeah, An is fully maxed out with her confidant too. We're doing well today.
Infinite power.
Hooray!
All right. All right.
Goodbye, Carmen. One of the coolest of the personas, in my opinion, in terms of the party members. And then we get this. This is just absolutely bizarre. Just like, what the hell is this? We got spiky tits. We got, like, chain dog things. A million eyes. Like, what the hell is this? An is the best dressed of the Phantom Thief lady, says Prisonero. Yeah, I would say so as well. Maybe not so much with her actual Phantom Thief attire, because there's a lot to be said about that in more ways than one. But, yeah, in terms of her casual outfit, she's definitely one of the best, I would say.
Before our food gets cold. Time to dig in.
Awesome. Ah, man, she's so close to getting Agidine, too. So, yep, awesome. Triple evasion against ice. I'm sorry, great evasion against ice. I think triple evasion comes later, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I don't really need Lullaby. Let's just get rid of that.
Ah, you're back.
Alright, so, bought a dart set online. What's that?
What do you want to do?
Futaba wants to play darts. Why does she need to play darts? Okay, but, yeah, maybe not tonight anyway. Cause, yeah, we are just about at the end of the stream. I think we'll do one more Confidant, and then we'll call it a day there. And, what does that leave us? That'll leave us 3 days afterwards. So, yeah, that seems like an okay time to call it there. So, we'll call Kawakami one more time, and then, we'll head to the next day and save there. So let's go and call her over.
Thank you so much.
All right. Vanilla Sierra says, "What's your opinion on 3D Sonic, Josh? I think some of the games are pretty underrated. I've only ever played a little bit of Adventure 1. I did used to own Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube, but that was just because the GameCube I had at the time was bundled with it. But I did get pretty far in it. I think I finished the hero side." And got close to finishing the dark side chapters, but it was fine. I think it was there to just pass the time, that one. Because, you know, new console and all that. So, you know, playing new games with the new console, there's going to be a lot of hype. I chose the wrong answer, and I realized where I went wrong there. That was my fault. But yeah, 3D Sonic. Sonic Generations was probably the only 3D one I actually quite enjoyed. But it was mostly the classic Sonic sessions. I didn't actually have much to say about the 3D Sonic stuff. I didn't quite like that as much as the classic Sonic stuff. I don't know. I feel like the side-scrolling Sonic games are usually better than the 3D ones. I did try Sonic Colors not before Ultimate came out as well. And I thought that was good at the time, but the level design was kind of bland. So I don't know. So I wouldn't say that one was my favorite either. Yeah, I think Sonic Mania and like some of the classic titles are probably what I would consider the best Sonic games. Even coming from someone who's not too big on the Sonic games in general. Yeah, it's anime, says Path Beyond the Dark, regarding Hecate on's upgraded persona.
Besides,
Vanilla Sierra says the ultimate personas suck design-wise. They kind of do. some of them, or at least most of them do. Futaba's, I guess, is kind of okay. Yeah, super housekeeping, what we got here. Allows you to also request Kawakami to make curry or infiltration tools for you.
Alright.
She never asks why Joker makes infiltration tools, and that's always bothered me, that she doesn't. But, yeah. Anyway, back to the ultimate personas. Yeah, I think the only one that actually looks remotely okay is probably Kamo Susanoo, Yusuke's one, and also Satan Taisei, Ryuji's one, looks kind of okay as well. I think they're probably some of the more decent ones as far as I can remember. I don't even remember what Milady's was, but I think that one was okay too, if I remember correctly. But I will find out eventually when we get to Haru's Confidant. Is this Jude the cool guy of the group? Asked Barbara Dupperton. Yeah, no, he's my brother. He's usually with me on these streams, except for today, because he wants a bit of a break. Yeah, he has been doing this with me since June's of this year, so yeah, it's understandable that he'll want, you know, a day off from all this, so that's fine. If you romance on Valentine's Day, Morgana will whimper, says Birdman. Yeah, he does do that, and Jude absolutely loves it.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
I'll save here. Actually, no, I saved just before on Romancing On, and I need the Thieves' Den award. Anyway, I'll finish off the comments, and then we'll end things there. I think Hecate is supposed to represent the anime villainous On looked up to as a child. Yeah, I can see that. So that makes sense, Chris. So that's a good point. But yeah, it still looks kind of silly, in my opinion. Vanilla Sierra says P4 Ultimate Personas are also pretty bad, in my opinion. The Persona 3 ones are okay. I like Akihiko's a lot. Yeah, I would actually say the Persona 4 ones are worse in some ways as well, but yeah, I wouldn't say they're too bad anyway. Akihiko's one is also pretty cool, and some of the P3 ones are quite good as well. I really like Artemisia, Mitsuru's one. Artemisia is really badass. What's Aigis' one called? I can't remember. Athena, I'm pretty sure, or was that her base one? I can't remember. But anyway, Kasumi's looks nice. Yeah, that was also sure, hers were also pretty good as well, but we'll come back to those later. Yeah, Athena, thank you, Birdman, that's what I thought. And Path Beyond the Dark says P3 are the only ones that are canon. Yeah, I could probably see that. Thank you, Vanilla Sierra, as well, for confirming that Aegis was Athena. But anyway, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me today, even though I'm solo today. I appreciate you all coming down and sharing your thoughts and comments. Oh, yeah, shame you can't use her in the answer, says Vanilla Sierra. Yeah, using Athena would have been cool. But anyway, yeah, so my current project is I'm currently working on the Yakuza Kiwami 2 video, which I hope you all will enjoy when we get there. Apologies again for it not coming out during Christmas time, even though it takes place in Christmas. But yeah, I did get sick during the Metroid Dread video, so yeah, that got delayed. But yep, so next week we'll be looking at Okumura's Change of Heart, and we'll carry on with the story on our way to the next palace, which is the casino one that we were at the start of the game. Whose palace it will be, we will also see next time. So, with that said, thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and we will see you next week. Take care, everybody.
That's a